Hello guys, just thought I would share with you what I've been up to while it's all been quiet. For indoor flying, I've made myself an indoor flying flea. Some of you that watch my channel before may say that I do a lot of indoor flying and I make my own flying fleas. This is another one. This one's a lot bigger than my previous versions. It's got a 23-inch wingspan and it is radio control. For those of you that don't know what flying flea is, it's a French autogyro. Main difference is the main wing tilts. The rear wing doesn't move, it's just static, so it relies on the tilting of the main wing and rudder control and throttle control. That is all a single seat autogyro uses. Okay, so this one, as I said, is designed for indoor flying. It's quite lightweight and I'll have to weigh it, but I think it's slightly over the 100-gram wet mark, which I like to keep things at. I may have overdone it with the wood, but anyway, we'll see how it goes. Transporting these to and from the car during winter weather, when it's windy and wet, can be problematic, so we generally store these in a cardboard box so that we can get them from the car into the gym. Because of its unusual shape, I've made this one detachable so that I can take it apart. So I don't know if you remember me taking that model apart. Well, the magnet are salvaged and I've used one of the magnets for the retaining the hinge pin. So if I remove this pin now, like that, I can take the wing off. That's the wing off. That's the control rod. That can go in there. That can be stowed away nicely. And so that I don't lose the pin, I can put it back in its position, which is in there. Okay, that's not going to get lost. So that's made it a little bit easier. And the rear wing is held on by a cocktail stick here, which is threaded through. So simply removing the cocktail stick. Before I remove it, you can see it's nice and tight. It ain't going to move anywhere during flight. Let's remove that out. It's friction fit. There's that out. And the rear side of it held on by another of those magnets I salvaged from the other plane. So I can put that back in position. There we go. So that should be easier for me now to get into a cardboard box and store it. Simple controls. One 3.7 gram servo for the rudder, one 3.7 gram for the pitch. The tail skid is just a bit of plastic on there, so hopefully everything will go okay. I have a 2S 300 milliamp battery in there. Now I have tried it, it does seem to run and work it, although it's only got 5 magnets on this, so it's quite a harsh startup. And it seems to prefer a 3S battery, so I may have to change that for a 3S. If I do use a 3S battery, I've got extra weight, which is not something I want to be doing, adding weight, but adding a 3S will reduce the current draw. So it's a case of just have to wait and see. Right guys, there you go. Just thought I'd give you a quick update. Okay, so while I'm at it showing you what I've been up to, I say this is another one of my flying fleas, but this one needs of attention. The covering's coming off, so I need to get the covering back on and the motor repaired. So that's another little flying flea that I made. That needs a bit of fettling before I can fly that indoors. And while I'm at it, I might as well show you some more. So I've been flying these as well. These are little indoor flying models that I made. A fun bat, a mini fun bat, a little tiny battery like that, 2S is all it's needed, and that's good fun, quite aerobatic for indoors. You don't see many aerobatic models indoors unless there are 3D foamies. That's another one I made. This one flies slightly better because I've got 2 sheets of foam, one on the top, one on the bottom, and a folding prop. So they're good fun to fly indoors. And then this one as well. This is another one I built. This is a 27-inch wingspan this one has. This is fairly lightweight compared to the other one. This is 110 grams, whereas the Flying Flea I just shown you at the beginning of the video, 130 grams. I might have to rebuild that. I use thicker foam and wood because there's a lot more stress holding the wing up, whereas this has only got little tiny servos and radio control, because I'm only got rudder and elevator control. The main wing is just static. So this one is quite light at 103 grams. So that one will be flying again indoors. And another one I built is this one here. This flies quite strange. Again, this is a tandem wing design, the same as the Flying Flea, only the wings don't move on this, it's ailerons. So even though it looks different flying configuration wise, we have a wing on the top, the fact that it's tapered, a wing at the back. So that's a tandem wing design as well, and that flies quite well. Right, so there we go, that's what I've been up to, and that's what I'm hoping to get up to indoors flying these models. So hopefully next time I'll see you, I'll either be indoors.